Hi Gemini, welcome to your March General Tarot video. If these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And let's get right into your reading for the month of March. We are switching up the energy a bit and I'm using a different deck. It is the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot by Alchemy Art. I've been using this deck all the time, like pretty much almost every day over on Instagram for the month of February. I love it. It's a totally different vibe and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. All right. If you are interested in getting this deck, I will leave her Instagram linked in the description box below so you guys can get a copy of this deck also. All right, show us what we need to see for Gemini sign, sun, moon, and rising for the month of March. Show us what we need to see. I will say, because the cards are a little bit larger than your typical deck, it is a slightly more challenging to shuffle, but honestly, the images make it worth it. The images make the struggle so worth it. I'm gonna go pick up those cards, one sec. All right, so we are starting off the month with the Five of Wands upright. Are you engaging in some sort of conflict or disagreement with another individual or a group of people, gems? We're about to find out once I pull some clarification, but I do see here that there's some low vibrational energy around you that's tempting you to go back to a place that you're really trying to work your way out of. We have the Nine of Wands upright also. I feel like you're trying to pay more attention to yourself, your needs, your personal goals, your emotional goals, your professional goals. You're really trying to focus back on yourself. However, I feel like you're engaging in like an old cycle, like something keeps on bringing you back to how you used to be, how you used to think. I feel like you're still working your way out of these old things that just no longer serve you. It's almost like you're tempted to do things the way that you used to, even though you know that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And I think with the Nine of Wands here, you're really trying your best to pay more attention to how you feel and to do things a different way and to do things that genuinely make you happy. And gems, I'm getting the sense here too that some people don't like this. Some people don't appreciate that you're finally placing yourself as your first priority. Maybe in personal relationships or even professional relationships, your boundary setting maybe has not been the greatest. And I think you've been paying a lot of attention to that and trying to place better boundaries, whether in the workplace or in personal relationships, and other people are not taking too kindly to that adjustment. Boundaries are just one example. For everyone, it will be different. But I am getting that this new way of being that you're trying out, that you're curious about in your personal transformation is highly triggering for other people. Now, we also have here the Four of Swords upright. So needing to take a step back, to rest, to reevaluate. Could be that you were dealing with an air sign. Earth sign. We have here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Could be that in this dynamic, it's possibly been a little bit toxic in the past and you're trying to course correct by healing those parts of yourself that have been dealing with trauma, old cycles, childhood wounds, all of your personal triggers. Now, I don't think you're doing this to fix this situation with this earth sign. I genuinely believe that you're doing this for you, which is beautiful, but there is some sort of impact that's being felt here by this earth sign energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. For some of you, if it is not a person that you're dealing with, I am getting here that maybe some of these old patterns that you are trying to heal have to do with self-sabotage, have to do with imposter syndrome, of playing small, doubting your abilities, and you're really trying your best not to allow those voices in your head. This could be internal conflict I'm getting to. You're trying to silence those voices. And maybe the way to do that is by some sort of meditation practice, Could also be in talking to someone. Maybe some of you guys are getting therapy through this downtime that you're giving yourself. And this might have something to do with business, with your finances, with money, and your goals, your financial material goals instead, through the Queen of Pentacles, as opposed to an individual. At the bottom of the deck, we have here the 8 of Swords upright. Some trapped energy here, followed by the Queen of Swords upright too, as well as death. Can we just take a moment to like admire the beauty of these cards? Like, what? Oh, so good. You guys all need this deck. Some trapped energy at the bottom of the deck here, still playing by your old rules. And I really feel like you're trying to cut away at all of like the things that have held you back throughout time. I don't even really feel like it's a person. I feel like if it's showing up as a person in your life, this person is just here to show you a mirror for the things that you still have to work on, because let's face it, it's us. We can't control other people, we can't control circumstances, but we can control ourselves. And so if the same pattern keeps on repeating itself through different people, then we have to stop looking at the people and we have to start looking within. And that's why I feel like this death card, especially the depiction of this death card, is beautiful, because the transformation isn't about other people. The transformation is about yourself. And really looking within, cutting through all the ways that you trick yourself into thinking that it's other people or that it's gonna be fine. It is gonna be fine. It is fine. And also, there needs to be some sort of action that takes place. Maybe even a conversation that you end up having with somebody, or just like your own internal dialogue needs to shift about yourself. And I think that's what the biggest transformation is gonna be. I don't think you're trapped over a circumstance. I almost feel like you've trapped yourself into this idea that you have to be a certain way. You have to play a certain role. You can't elevate into anything more. You can't own that business. You can't have that dream relationship. You can't double your salary. These are all limiting belief systems, and I really feel like that's what's keeping you trapped. And that's what's transforming this month. Let's go ahead and take a look at this 5 of Wands upright. We're clarifying the 5 of Wands. Yep, choice needs to be made. 5 of Wands is clarified here by the 2 of Swords upright, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the 8 of Swords upright. Okay, 8 of Swords is also at the bottom of the deck, so now we have double clarification here. Okay, so for some people, it might be a fire sign that we're dealing with, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and that might be the person that we're still trapped in a low vibe relationship with, that we're needing to make a decision about. For others of us here, if it's not a person that you're dealing with, you're stuck in a situation that you're no longer happy or passionate in. And a choice has to be made to either keep you in place where you're at right now, which is not bringing you fulfillment anymore. There's like no forward movement. There's no growth there. Or you can choose something else, choose a different direction, and see what areas are still playing up these old storylines that don't serve you anymore. I'm really getting here internal conflict. For some, it might be a person. I'm not going to disregard that, but I'm really getting more so. This is like you getting in your own way, Gem. It's like your other twin is coming out and it's fighting with the other twin that's trying to level up. But the first twin is like so afraid of the level up and the unknown that it's almost purposely holding it back. I swear, only gems will understand what I mean by that. But the internal dialogue I'm really feeling is that's where you really need to be looking. All right, this 9 of Wands. Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. What is this? 9 of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. What is this? We have the 9 of Wands and 4 of Swords clarified twice. That's 3 cards in your spread right now that have been clarified twice. Big energy, big messages here for you, Gemini. It's really about taking a step back to just focus. Refocus on the things that matter. I really feel like money is on your mind right now, gems. Okay, are you trying to start a new business venture? Are you trying to save some money? Are you trying to deal with your investments? Maybe even for some purchase a property, sell a property. There's just something that has to do with material wealth and stability for you this month. That's your focus. And I think a lot of you are really, again, trying your best to just get this thing done. You have a lot of plans, you have a lot of aspirations, but that imposter syndrome is really getting in the way from you accomplishing this goal. And so the focus really needs to be on you. What do you want? If you knew the universe was supporting you, what would you manifest? Create that list. Start with the scripting. Use this downtime with the Four of Swords upright, because clearly some of you have downtime. Some of you either are not at work right now, or your hours are different, or you have more free time, or you've made space to have free time. Use that time to deal with yourself. And I mean that in the most loving way. I am also a Gemini sun and Gemini moon, so I mean that in the most loving way. Use your time wisely. Use it not to get down on yourself, but use it as a way to big yourself up. Big yourself up. And consider that because you have the Ten of Pentacles here, the wealth and abundance and material success that you're looking for is already yours. It's already yours. It's just in reverse. It's time to believe it. Let's take a look at this Four of Swords upright. Four of Swords upright is clarified by the King of Cups upright, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles upright. You've been really working hard at something, gems, whether it's in money, work, and finance, or in a personal relationship you may have with the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You've been putting your all into this situation. However, I think in this time that you're taking away, you really need to focus on what you are going to be leaving behind, because you can't take everything with you. Five of Swords in reverse here. Okay, intuitively, you know you're being pulled away from something. Could be that you're being pulled away from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could also be that your emotions, that emotional side of you represented by the cup signs, is tugging at your heart to go in a different direction. I would say trust your intuition, trust your gut. You've been working so hard that you deserve to give yourself an opportunity, not just to rest, but to also honor the things that you need. Let's take a look here at the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What I mean by the things that you need, I feel like you've neglected that for a while now, and you're always putting other people first. It is time for you to get honest about what you need. What supports do you need? What help do you need? Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Devil upright. Could be dealing with a Capricorn sign here. We also have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have the World card in reverse. So a cycle hasn't ended, possibly with a Capricorn. If it's not a Capricorn, then this negative way of thinking, the self-judgment, the self-critiquing, that's very strong for you. The self-sabotage, the imposter syndrome, you haven't found a way to get off of that yet. It's still finding a way to come in and influence what you end up doing with yourself. Your self-belief really needs some help. Your confidence needs some help, gems. And trust me, I get it. Like I said earlier, it feels like the two twins are fighting. On one hand, it feels like one twin really believes in everything that's going on, whereas the other side, there's all these voices and things that get in the way right before you're about to have this breakthrough. That's why the world is in reverse right now. It stops you. This Devil energy stops you every time you're about to jump off that cliff. Okay, like the Fool, which by the way, we did have the Alchemist in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. Also, the Alchemist in this deck is the Magician. Okay, so this inability to manifest something into physical form is really affecting the energy that you have for this month here. So I am getting, again, get out of your own way. Deal with the stuff that's holding you back, and that's when you're going to have this World card go up right. That's when things are finally going to go in your favor. Let's go ahead and get some final advice for our gems. Final advice for our Gemini signs. If this is a relationship, you really need to ask yourself why you are still participating in low vibe, even toxic conversations with either a Capricorn sign, a water sign, an earth sign, or a fire sign. I have all the suits here. So ask yourself why you're still staying in something when a cycle is clearly trying to close itself out. Now, if this is money, work, finance, your business goals and dreams, why are you standing in your own way of your success? You got to be your own champion. We have here two things. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. This is the Four of Swords energy here. Wait, and then embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And this could be in a love relationship, but honestly, gems, what I'm getting here is through each other, you find the missing pieces. I'm getting you need balance between both of your twins. Because on one hand, the one twin that's really trying to hold you back, all it really needs is a lot more love and compassion, because it's only that fight or flight response is only coming out so strong because it wants to protect you, because it loves you so much and it needs that love in return. So in terms of needing another person, I'm not interpreting this, and I haven't gotten this as you need another person. I feel like you need to find your other side of yourself. You need to take both of yourselves, find the balance so that they can coexist, because it really does feel like you're getting in your own way. So gems, I hope this message resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful deck, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.